Before you continue listening, before you think about your responsibilities, your goal, your worries, or everything that feels unfinished in your life right now, take a single deep breath and allow yourself to become present. Because there is something important you need to remember. The life you have been dreaming about is not as far away as it sometimes seems. The happiness you desire, the abundance you seek, the love you long for, the success you imagine, the peace you've been searching for, all of it may be much closer than you realize. The challenge is that most people spend their lives looking for proof before they allow themselves to believe. They say, once I see the opportunity, then I'll be confident. Once I receive the money, then I'll feel abundant. Once I find the relationship, then I'll feel loved. Once I achieve success, then I'll feel worthy. But what if this way of thinking is backward? What if the transformation begins long before the evidence arrives? What if the secret isn't about chasing harder, forcing more, or struggling endlessly? What if the real secret is learning to accept internally what you want before it appears externally? This idea may sound simple, but it has the power to completely change the direction of your life. Many people unknowingly spend years living from a sense of lack. They wake up thinking about everything they don't have. They focus on what's missing. They notice every obstacle, every delay, every reasons their dream hasn't happened yet. Without realizing it, they become emotionally attached to the absence of what they desire. And when your attention remains fixed on what is missing, your energy begins reflecting that experience. You start feeling frustrated, discouraged, impatient, and eventually exhausted. But imagine for a moment that you approach life differently. Imagine waking up tomorrow and deciding that your dream is no longer something distant. Imagine treating it as something that already belongs to you, not physically, not necessarily in a way you can touch or see, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Imagine accepting that the future you desire is already moving toward you. Notice how different that feels. Suddenly, there is less anxiety, less desperation, less fear. You are no longer chasing. You are allowing. You are no longer begging life to change. You are preparing yourself to receive the change. And that subtle shift changes everything. The universe responds differently when your energy changes. Think about the people who inspire you most, the people who seem confident, the people who naturally attract opportunities, the people who walk into a room and immediately command attention. What makes them different? It isn't always talent, it isn't always intelligence, and it certainly isn't luck alone. Often, what makes them stand out is certainty. There is a quiet confidence in the way they think, a calm belief in the way they carry themselves. They expect good things, not because life has always been easy, but because they have trained themselves to trust possibility. That trust creates momentum, and momentum creates results. The same principle applies to every area of your life. Imagine someone searching for love. Every day they think nobody wants me, they're probably going to leave. I'll never find the right person. Those thoughts influence their emotions. Their emotions influence their actions. And their actions influence their outcomes. Now imagine another person. This person believes that meaningful love exists. They believe they deserve respect. They believe they are worthy of genuine connection. They carry themselves differently. They speak differently. They make different decisions. And because of that, they attract different experiences. The external world begins reflecting their internal expectations. This is why your inner state matters so much. Everything begins within. Your thoughts create feelings. Your feelings create energy. Your energy influences behavior. And your behavior shapes your reality. Many people focus exclusively on changing the outside world while ignoring the inside. But lasting transformation always begins internally. The moment you stop living as if your dream is absent and begin feeling as though it is already becoming real, something extraordinary happens. Your energy shifts, your confidence expands, your perspective changes. You begin noticing possibilities you previously overlooked. Opportunities appear where obstacles once existed. Solutions emerge where problems once seemed permanent. And little by little, life begins responding differently. This is not magic, this is alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions begin moving in the same direction, progress becomes inevitable. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For a long time, nothing appears to happen. Days pass, weeks, the soil looks unchanged. To an impatient observer, it may seem as though nothing is growing. But beneath the surface, roots are developing, strength is forming, life is preparing itself, and eventually the growth becomes visible. Your dreams often work the same way. Many changes occur beneath the surface long before evidence appears. The mistake most people make is giving up during the invisible stage. They assume nothing is happening. They lose faith. They stop believing. They walk away just before the breakthrough arrives. Don't let that happen to you. The period of waiting is often a period of preparation. The delay is not always denial. Sometimes life is arranging circumstances in your favor. Sometimes opportunities are forming behind the scenes. Sometimes the person you're meant to meet is still finding their way to you. Sometimes the lesson you need hasn't fully arrived yet. Everything unfolds according to timing that often makes sense only in hindsight. One day you'll look back and realize that what felt like a delay was actually protection. What felt like uncertainty was actually preparation. What felt like waiting was actually alignment. And when that realization arrives, you'll understand why patience matters so much. Patience is not passive, patience is active trust. It is continuing to believe while the outcome remains unseen. It is maintaining your vision even when external circumstances haven't caught up yet. That kind of belief is powerful because belief changes the way you experience every day. Instead of asking why hasn't it happened yet, begin asking how can I prepare for its arrival? Instead of focusing on what is missing, you focus on becoming ready. And readiness attracts opportunity. Imagine receiving everything you've been asking for tomorrow. Would you be prepared? Would you know how to handle it? Would you be able to sustain it? Sometimes the journey itself is what prepares us for the blessing, the growth, the lessons. They shape us into the person capable of managing the future we desire. This is why your current chapter matters. Even if it feels slow, even if it feels uncertain, even if it feels frustrating, you are becoming someone new, someone stronger, someone wiser, someone more capable. And that transformation is valuable because the version of you who receives your dream must often be different from the version of you who first imagined it. Growth creates capacity, and capacity allows greater blessings to enter your life. So stop measuring your progress solely by visible results. Measure it by who you're becoming. Are you more resilient, more patient, more confident, more self aware, more grateful? Those changes matter. In fact, they often matter more than immediate results because character creates destiny. The person you become determines the life you create. And right now, your future is being shaped by every thought you choose to entertain. Choose thoughts that empower you. Choose beliefs that strengthen you. Choose expectations that inspire you. Because certainty is one of the most powerful forces in existence. The universe responds to certainty, not arrogance, not entitlement, but genuine certainty. The kind that says, I know good things are possible. I know my life can improve. I know opportunities are available. I know my future can be better than my past. That mindset creates a magnetic energy. It changes how you show up in the world. It changes how others respond to you. It changes what you notice. It changes what you attract. Most importantly, it changes what you believe is possible. And possibility is where every transformation begins. Today, stop waiting for proof. Stop demanding evidence before allowing yourself to believe. Stop postponing happiness until circumstances change. Allow yourself to feel gratitude now. Allow yourself to feel hopeful now. Allow yourself to feel excited now. Not because everything is perfect, but because life is moving, growth is happening, and your story is still unfolding. The chapter you're living right now is not the final chapter. There is more ahead, more opportunities, more blessings, more experiences, more joy, more love. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust the journey. And most importantly, trust the vision that continues calling you forward. Because dreams don't appear in but not by accident. They appear because they are pointing you toward possibility, toward growth, toward a future that is asking to be created. So hold that vision, protect it, nurture it, Believe in it, act from it, think from it, feel from it, and watch what begins to happen. A new life begins the moment you stop waiting for proof and start believing. A new reality begins the moment you stop identifying with lack and start aligning with possibility. A new chapter begins the moment you accept internally what you wish to experience externally. The change you seek may already be closer than you think. The opportunities you desire may already be moving toward you. The answers you need may already be forming. What you have accepted within is now preparing to appear around you. Keep believing, keep trusting, keep moving forward because the life you've been hoping for may already be on its way.